Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies? I'm out of here. I like running better. Welcome back, everyone, to another video. So before we begin, I'd like to remind you all about my 100 subscriber goal by June 11th. It'd be nice if you could watch the second part of my Ninjago series. I'm still pretty disappointed with how that view count turned out, but anyway, I'd like to thank you all for the support I've been getting. And without further ado, let's get into this. So as you can clearly tell, I'm going to be going over what I'd like from Sonic and Shadow Generations. So I know what I want is pretty unlikely, and I'm not trying to go too crazy here, but we're just going to get straight into this. So first, the story. So I know this wasn't going to be huge, but I'd like this to begin with, say, Team Dark fighting Eclipse the Darkling from the Archie comics. I like Eclipse a lot. I think since the Black Doom is coming back for Sonic and Shadow Generations, it'd be nice if we could finally get Eclipse in something else other than the few issues of Archie he was in. So yeah, we just say Team Dark is fighting Eclipse, and then suddenly Shadow gets teleported away by some kind of weird purple energy, which leads him into Radical Highway, which you would replay. Then he'd come across Black Doom, who he would fight, I guess, as a boss fight. Yeah, Black Doom would just be a boss fight. He wouldn't be the main villain here. Why would Eclipse be there? Well, we can just say that Eclipse was left over from the Black Arms, I suppose, like in the comics. So anyway, yeah, if Shadow would fight Black Doom. No, wait. I'm sorry, guys, I completely messed that up. No. Shadow would see Black Doom, and Black Doom would give some evil villain speech about how he's gonna take over the world or whatever, and kill Shadow. And then we get the boss fight for this level, which would be the Bio Lizard, it's in the trailer. Yeah, the Bio Lizard would be a great redo. Okay, then the Shadow gets thrust into Egg Fleet from Sonic Heroes, where he fights the Egg Emperor. I'd like to see the Egg Emperor again. Then he get put into Dusty Desert from Sonic 06. I mean, it's an important level to 06. That's where his story concludes. That's where he faces down against Mephiles and says, "If the world chooses to become my enemy, then I will fight like I always have." And speaking of Mephiles, just kidding, you're not getting Mephiles. Instead, the piece of the time, you'd see that the Time Eaters being, this little piece of it that's left is being controlled by Black Doom, who also sent out Eclipse, which that would have been said earlier. But I'm going by a common theory, and actually we are getting Mephiles, because the theory states that Mephiles, or rather the Time Eater, is a piece of Solaris, and obviously Mephiles is a piece of Solaris, the mind of Solaris. I mean, they're both time travel beings who are purple. So yeah, the boss fight of Sonic 06, the boss fight of Sonic 06 we're choosing is Mephiles, obviously. I don't know how exactly this one would go. It'd probably just go more so like the Shadow's final boss fight in 06. I don't know what else to say. And on the topic of people might not be asking something, at least something I'm asking, which is that if Mephiles did come back and if he talked too, who would he be voiced by? He's not going to be voiced by Dan Green again, that's for sure. And this is something I've had in my mind for a long time. If we ever get Mephiles again, I really want Corey Burton to play him. The performance he did it as Megatron and Malware and Transformers Animated and Ben 10 Omniverse, those are really good performances. That voice could lend itself pretty well to Mephiles, I'd say. Then the final boss, which would be Super Shadow, as Shadow just is super for some reason. Look, I could just say he got Chaos Emeralds throughout this or something, or maybe some kind of time travel thing would give him Chaos powers, and then he'd fight Black Doom, who I guess would be Devil Doom, but it's whatever. Then Shadow would reunite with Team Dark, because he's just come back after this whole experience, and that's it. Now you may be asking, wasn't that really short? And yeah, it was really short, but that's all I really have to say. You might be asking, shouldn't you have included more levels? But guys, remember, well, this is definitely the big selling point of the re-release of Generations. This isn't going to be anything major. Maybe we could just make the levels really long, or maybe give them 2 acts, but I don't really know what else to do for this. After all, if we go to that one video you've probably seen it, of what my crazy wants from Sonic and Shadow Generations or whatever it was called. That guy wanted to have something like 6 levels or 9 levels or something with Shadow saving a character in every one of them. And we're not getting Generations, but with Shadow in a different story. That's too unrealistic. I think what I said here is a lot more realistic outside of getting Eclipse because, that's never going to happen. But a guy can dream, can't he? So, is that it? Oh, well, that's it for the story anyway, and levels. Yeah, the controls would just be Sonic Generations, but that's it. I don't have anything else to say. And yeah, sorry this one feels a little rushed and probably not delivered the best, but I'm saving pretty much gonna put everything into the videos I'm doing next week, which just to give you guys a heads up, next week's videos, hopefully in this order, will be this the third part of my Ninjago retrospective, which should be on Sunday. My Kung Fu Panda, no, the How to Train Your Dragon 2 review on Monday, which I hope that one does a lot better in the views than the first one. My Kung Fu Panda 3 review on Tuesday. And then finally, the video I've been looking forward to the most, my How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World review. That was one that, even if you don't really care about that stuff that much, but these Sonic videos do the best. So I hope that if you're still here, that you check that one out when I do that, because I'm really excited to do that one. So comment down below, what do you want for Sonic and Shadow Generations? Do you like anything I said here? Check me out on Casting Call Club. My profile link will be in the description. That's all for now, and as always, keep on juicing!